You know what? He led his own way. He wasn't a rah-rah guy. He was always even keel. That's the biggest thing. I mean, obviously I watched him from a young age, but being around him and seeing him day to day, it was just how level-headed he was. There wasn't a lot that surprised him, given his experience and what he went through, and just seeing how poised and calm he was, and everything that he'd been through. I think that was the biggest thing that stuck out to me.
There's one name that always changes the conversation. The moment it's mentioned, everything else slows down. Continuing on from our recent Lemieux video, we've gathered additional footage from across the NHL, legends and modern stars alike, to hear how they described the one-of-a-kind phenomenon that was Mario Lemieux. Mario Lemieux had already separated himself from the game. There was no reliable way of containing him, no adjustment that truly worked. One of the most dominant players hockey has ever seen.
Not someone who kind of shows his face too often, so when he does, it means a lot. And obviously to see him in the room there before, see him out there on the ice, the reception, and then the whole energy in the building, the whole atmosphere all night was amazing. Something that I look forward to getting back at on Saturday.
Mario Lemieux entered the league at a time when scoring was brutal, physical, and unforgiving, and still separated himself almost immediately.
Mario Lemieux defined the Pittsburgh Penguins of the 90s, leading the team to back-to-back Stanley Cups.
Devontae, Cale McCarr, Mark Stone, Nathan McKinnon, Sid the King.
What made him so difficult to defend wasn't just his size or skill, but how comfortably he combined both at full speed.
3-1 lead over the Flyers, and less than 2 minutes to go. The crowd wanted one more Mario miracle.
1:10 to go. Here comes Mario. Magnificent.
Things that he could do, I don't care what sport you're talking about, no athlete has done.
Defensive systems were designed to slow players down, but very few were ever built with someone like Lemieux in mind.
Knocked off a skate by Northside. Lemieux's in on goal, a shot. Hey! Shoots and scores! Mario Lemieux beats Casey like a rented mule again. Oh, you'd have to be here to believe it.
Guys only dream about, and it's sick. I mean, it was fun to watch.
Murphy shooting, save made rebound on Lemieux. Hey! Shoots and scores! Mario Lemieux in the Penguins lead.
Where would you put him on the list of Pittsburgh greats?
Probably
Mario Lemieux.
Honestly, probably number one.
Above a Steeler, above a Pirate, above anybody?
The things that he battled against, the 2 back surgeries, Hodgkin's disease. I mean, the day of his last cancer treatment, he chartered a jet, flew to Philadelphia, and played that night. Took a nap in the afternoon and then played that night and scored a goal and an assist. And then when they threatened to move the team, he was owed $30 million by the team because they went bankrupt. He then kind of liquidated that into a deal, found a partner, and bought the team with that $30 million. And, in combination with, another investor.
Sure.
And kept the team in Pittsburgh.
Even when injuries and illness interrupted his career, the standard around him never changed.
To announce my attempt to come back to the national.
Be the best player, the same kind of player I was before. And
Yager turns around. Over to Lemieux. Hey! Shoots and scores! Mario Lemieux, his first goal in his comeback here tonight at the Millen Arena. Heading up ice, here he comes! Mario Lemieux! Hang on! He scored! You're gonna love it!
And as it turned out, Lemieux had every right to turn Gretzky's number upside down. He shattered all the junior scoring records.
It was magical. It was magical, An off night, he might get 5 or 6 points. When you see a special player that has that kind of talent, I mean, you talk about a franchise player. I mean, he was that franchise player. If I didn't take Mario in that first pick, believe me, there would be no hockey here right now. I mean, this would be a parking lot, I guarantee you.
Rangers in, walks in on goaltender Richter, and he backhands it in, he gets it 5th. Mario Lemieux with his 5th goal of the game.
We're giving Mario Lemieux a standing ovation here in New York. Jerry Ruskowski to Lemieux, he shoots, he scores! There it is, Mario Lemieux, and it's tied at 5.
I was on the ice for his first goal against, where I tried to chip the puck down the boards by him and hit his shaft, and then he was on a breakaway and he scored his first goal, first shift, and never really looked back since then.
In his first home game, promoted as the Lemieux debut, Mario set up a goal on his first shift, and to the surprise of everyone, dropped the
Lemieux and
gloves.
Gary Lupo in a fight. Oh, my. Lemieux in a mismatch here with Lupo, and Lemieux whacking away. And he's really going on Lupo.
Opponents often talk about how little time he seemed to need. One touch, one look, and the play was already gone.
Lemieux moves in. He shoots. He scores. Lead for Lemieux. Lemieux against Melnick. Lemieux with a shot. He scores.
We didn't want a guy like him fighting. Believe me. You know, you want a guy like him on the ice, you know. But he stood up for himself. He was a tough kid, you know. But one thing we try to emphasize with him is, you know, is not to do that. God forbid he ever, you know, pops his hand or something like that, and we lose him for eight or 10 weeks.
Okay, there, looks, comes in, goes to Lemieux, backdoor shot, oh my goodness! Oh, great balls of fire, do you believe the goal that Lemieux has just scored?
I just wanted to ask about playing with Mario, and I think the quotes were like, you just put the best players with the best players. Like, was it instant chemistry? I know you said that you had to say, hey, shoot the pill when I send it over, but was that probably the easiest line mate you ever got to play with?
Not even close. He was the greatest player ever saw. Not even close.
So big.
No, he was so good. He was the best player I ever played against. He was the best player I played with. Mark Messier was the best player I ever played with as a teammate. Mario was so good. Like, he did everything. And the funny thing was, when we played together, we saw the game the same way. So I knew where to go when he had the puck, and he knew where to go when I had the puck.
With his gloves on, Mario took the NHL by storm, earning MVP at the NHL All-Star Game and scoring an even 100 points to win the Calder Trophy as the Rookie of the Year.
Feeling maybe tomorrow I'll realize what I did on the ice, but right now I'm just really happy. And
Lemieux cross the line. Lemieux in front, takes it behind the net, and stuffs it in. Lemieux comes out of that. Front of the net, a shovel shot, hit the post. To the left side, they score. There we go.
He scores! Mario Lemieux, and the Penguins answer right back. Thank you.
I don't care what building he went in. I mean, he put a show on every time.
And he just would pull them to the point where he wanted them and then finish the play.
On the left wing, cuts down towards the net, moves in, makes his move, and he beats him. He beat Barrasso like a rented mule.
After Lemieux would score a goal, and watching him score the goal, and then go back because of television and the instant replay. And I always believed, after watching Lemieux play, that Lemieux sees the game as an instant replay. In other words, he sees the opening for a goaltender and what he gives him before anybody else. So when you go back and watch the tape in slow motion, you see what Mario had in mind.
Lemieux, he gets a break. Good, he started out. Lemieux comes in. He shoots and scores.
Behind the net, Brian Maxwell. Long lead pass to Lemieux behind the defense. Breakaway chance for Mario Lemieux. In on goal. He shoots and scores.
And he sees that at full speed. And that's what amazed me. Because whenever he shot the puck, basically, it was in pretty clean, or was where he was trying to shoot the puck. And he had that ability to make it happen. Lemieux was the most awesome player to have to face one-on-one that they had ever seen. When you watch television, when you watch slow motion replays, you'll see the ease and the smoothness that he has, especially with his hands, to beat a goaltender. And it almost makes it look too easy.
Out it comes, and Lonnie did a good job of tying up Huddy. Here's Lemieux breaking back to the others, and comes in his shot. He shoots and Johnson centered for the cross, and it's banged in by Lemieux.
You know, the Canada Cup Series, first of all, launched him. I mean, I don't think there was any question as to when Mario had the chance to play with Gretzky and those guys, and they had that success. That kind of started his process, I think, as being definitely driven to be one of the, you know, not one of the best, but be the best player in the world.
Murphy to Gretzky, hit the close, rebound, to shore! Mario Lemieux! Canada wins, the series is tied! Now Brown rambling back, left side, got Lemieux cutting right for the net. He shoots and scores! Mario Lemieux's 50th goal of the year. Wide open is Lemieux, they get it to him, he's open for a long breakaway. He's got it, coming to the net, Lemieux makes his move, and he shoots and scores!
Once Mario got there and he knew how good he felt how good he was and accomplished what he did, his confidence took off.
Here's Lemieux poking at the center. Lemieux ahead to Gretzky. Has Murphy with him on a 2-on-1 to Lemieux. And on goal, he shoots, he scores! Mario Lemieux! With 1:26 remaining. The zone, trying to get it to Lemieux, got it around the man. Lemieux has it, walks in on goal, a shot. He shoots and scores his second short-handed goal. Here is Lemieux in again. Score!
It was a defining moment in his career because he just exploded after that. And I think it gave him so much confidence.
Lemieux, we got it to him. 2 seconds. He shoots. He scores, and we'll count.
We were out in the last minute, and I remember the puck coming around the boards open net, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, geez, I don't have that many goals. I could use one right now, but I know who I better give the puck to in that particular situation. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't know I didn't think that if he gets his 5th goal, that it's going to give him every way possible. I didn't know that. I just knew the right guy has the puck at the end.
Propelled him to a 168-point season.
Comes in. He shoots and scores. No trouble finding the net there. Lemieux has it. Put it in off the skate of Chevrier. He got a shot that time and put it in. Now, I'll be cow kick from behind the net. Lemieux put it off his skate and in behind. He catches Lemieux behind the defense, walks in, makes a move. He shoots and scores.
Then to Lemieux, it's a 3-on-1 with Hannon. Lemieux scores! Lemieux with it again, and just 5 seconds left. Stepped by Samuelson. What a move! What a move!
And that's who I better give it to. That's how I viewed it. I think to think you can score a goal every way possible in the NHL, it's unbelievable. Like I said, I'm very thankful I didn't look up at that open net and just trying to slide it down the ice.
And that's what Lemieux's out there for. He did what he gets paid for. First star, Mario Lemieux.
Broken up there by Coffey. Here comes Lemieux. Lemieux sails in, he scores! Mario Lemieux, and it's 2-0 Pittsburgh. Boy, you do not give him the puck in that situation.
At center, up across the line, splitting the defense, scores! What a play!
By the end of that monumental 88-89 season, Mario had risen to new heights with 85 goals and 199 points.
Comes in, cuts across the ice around Zombo. Great move, comes in with a backhander. He shoots and scored. Oh, he beat him like a rented mule.
He was in severe pain the whole time, but I was aware of that because he'd get on and off the bench. He'd have to actually literally lift his leg with his hand. He'd grab his pant leg and lift his leg over the boards to get on and off the ice.
Coffey has Cullen cut him for the goal. Goes to Lemieux. He's there. His shot. He shoots and scores. Mario Lemieux ties it for the pins. Make it 41 for Mario. Make it 2. Got another chance here. He comes by Murphy. Cuts in on goal. Makes a little move. He shoots and scores. Oh, Lemieux putting on the Reds. And the Penguins lead 2-1. But right side, here's Murphy shooting. And he missed the net. Lemieux off the boards, turns and fires. Scores. Lemieux gets the hat trick.
When we got to Madison Square Garden, he was trying to get through every single game that he could, and that game of the pain was just too much for him. He couldn't continue, which was unfortunate for the streak, but he needed medical attention, and it was the best thing for him was to stop playing at that time.
Well, Mario, you feel for him.
Well, you have to.
The streak ended at 46 games, 6 games shy of establishing a new NHL record for scoring at least 1 point in consecutive games played.
Olsen goes to Taglianetti. Taglianetti tried to shoot it, blocked. It's picked in front of the net. Here's Lemieux shooting.
Mario's comeback was the beginning of a wild ride for the Penguins and their fans.
And I couldn't imagine being able to play with that kind of pain. For him to do what he did, keep that point streak going through all that pain, told me an awful lot about Mario Lemieux.
In the opening round series against the New Jersey Devils, Mario's back was bothering him again, but he fought through it to help the Penguins take the series in 7 games.
Young, will he shoot it back to Mario Lemieux? Fires and scores! Over the Penguins take it away from him. Here's Lemieux in front. Shoots, scored! Mario Lemieux! And the Penguins lead 2-0. Well, certainly without question, Paul, the atmosphere is playoff type of hockey right now. You can feel the excitement in the building as Lemieux returns to the Civic Arena for the first time since the final game of the regular season last year.
And as much as anything, Mike, I think this is a thank you. As much as it is a hello or a welcome back, it's a thank you to Mario Lemieux for the tremendous feats that he has performed here on Civic Arena ice throughout the first 6 years of his career.
In round 2 against the Washington Capitals, Mario and the Penguins turned it up a notch and disposed of the Caps in just 5 games.
Goes in, Murray's here. The Penguins have a distinct advantage. Here's Lemieux behind that turn, shoots, score!
Lemieux continued to elevate his game as the Penguins defeated the Boston Bruins in 6 games to win their very first conference championship.
He shoots and scores!
Mario Lemieux gives the Penguins a lead 4-3.
And it's just such a great feeling to see him back here and to see the fans being able to respond to him one more time, because there was time earlier in this season we really wondered if we'd ever see this again.